Shout out to Minecraft, dude. I've been interested in Minecraft for, over 10 years. I was like 9 years old, probably, when I found out about Minecraft. Something like that. Something like that. Watching Ant Venom. My relationship with my family suffered because of my Minecraft problem. Sky does Minecraft. He was also sick. I liked Ant Venom more. Um, but Sky does Minecraft swore, which was pretty cool of him to do. Because I was a kid. Fuck. Dude, this pig, man. Pig is insane. Pig was like playing Valorant or something. He was nuts. His ass rotated. That was insane. I've never seen strategy like that from a pig. I used to watch. I didn't watch much Basherverse, but I did watch who was like the guy? He was like the bear looking guy. You know what I'm talking about? Like his skin was like the bear looking thing or whatever. It wasn't even a bear. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was some sort of animal. I watched him a decent amount. Jerome. I watched a good amount of Jerome. Caveman films. I watched a lot of caveman films too. Do you think we could collab with Jerome? Give it a year and I'll make a video with Jerome. I'd love to collab with Jerome. Wouldn't that be sick if like you know how Logic got like Wu-Tang back together? Like I'll do that but for like all the Minecraft guys. And I'll get everybody. It'll be me, Jerome, Caveman Drama 6 channels. What the hell? He's doing like that's insane. 6 channels is insane. I should craft a shield. Because I know that was a thing for a while. It was like just make a new channel for like anything you want to do. I know I play Minecraft, but I also like Minecraft in the water. I also like to play Subnautica. And so here's my channel for gaming. And this is where I'll be playing Subnautica. And then here's my vlogging channel. And then here's my parody channel. And then here's the channel I message little kids on. Not Jerome, though. Jerome's different. That was a reference to other controversies, not Jerome. Yeah, man, back in the day, dude, there was nothing I wanted more than to be a YouTuber. But I used to have the screen here, right? And I would need to, I'd need to record it. So I'd pull a camera up on, like, my iPod. And at the time, I didn't have, like, such a fat neck, so I could do it easier. But I'd play like this. You know what I'm saying? To, like, get the recording. And they were all bad, obviously, because I'm playing the game, like, with my, like, neck hunched down like that. But, you know, I was grinding. I don't have the grind set like that anymore. And nothing seemed better than being a YouTuber. You know what I mean? Like, you'd watch, like, Drake, and it's like, yeah, I'd rather just play Minecraft instead, you know what I mean? Like, Drake's life seemed like who wants that? You know what I mean? I don't want to live like Drake. I don't want to be Drake. I'd rather be Ant Venom. These days, man, I'd kill to be Drake. I don't think I want anything more than to be Drake. Here's the thing. They put out a cave update, and they told everybody, they're like, man, like, isn't this cool that we updated the caves? But really, they're just giving us less Minecraft. You know what I mean? Like, they removed more blocks, and we're supposed to applaud them for it. If anything, they should add more blocks. They should add a mountain update, high altitude update, where you spawn in and everything is at, like, Y120. Yeah, Amplified. Amplified was sick. I played it, like, once, and it almost crashed my computer. So what happened with Amplified is that they kind of reworked it to be, like the new, like, mountains. Y'all remember, like, the Xbox Addictions videos and stuff? And it would be, like, Minecraft trolling, but they'd like just be bullying kids on like Xbox Live. I used to want to do it, and then I made a kid cry. And so I stopped. Because I was like 13 at the time. And I was recording my Xbox with my phone like underneath my neck. Because I didn't have a capture card. Which, to be fair, he was like really little. You know, I'm not saying that makes it okay. I'm just saying, like, you know, really little kids cry all the time no matter what you do. I definitely griefed some shit. And that's what was really crazy about it too. Is that because Minecraft had like the autosave stuff. And so it was like, what was it? Like, the guy would like, oh, here, dude, I just built this cool thing on your creative world that you spent 100 hours on. Can you save it quick? And then he'd, like, lava, like, cast, like, the whole world. Like, there would just be lava falling, like, from everywhere. And he would be like, save it, save it. And the kid would save it. And, like, his whole world is gone. It was a different time, man. It was a different time. Kids crying was hilarious back then. Now you make a kid cry and everybody looks at you a little funny. Which is fair. I think they should. Especially since I'm 21 years old. It would be very weird if I made a kid cry. Like right now. Like if I made a kid cry right now. Oh, dude, I'm nuts. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Okay. 4 diamonds. Maybe I should go up to the surface. Build a house. Build a nice house. Settle down a little bit. Get married. Have some kids. Start farming. Caves are scary. They'd be collapsing in on themselves and shit all the time. For what? To go sit in a dark, wet, like, hole. If I'm gonna die prematurely, it's gonna be driving like a fast car. Or like, you know, shooting barrels of oil with like sniper rifles, you know what I mean? Something cool. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. Sick. And right next to a plains too. Actually, this may be right next to where we spawned. So. It is. It literally is. Look at how we were down there for like probably like 30 minutes. And we went from like we literally spawned like right here. You know what would actually be sick though? The ravine's not quite big enough. Could do it over here. Just clear out some of the space. It would be sick to have like a house over the ravine. You know what I mean? I don't know. I always liked having a house over a lake. I think we could build like a big bridge and then have a house like sitting right out in the middle of that. And it'll look like the Apple store. You know what else we could do though? Like, you know how like they have like the penthouse type things that are like, you know, it's like hanging off the cliff and it's got like the one support beam. We could do that too. There's so many cool things that we could do. You know what would be kind of sick though? I think I am like the Apple like headquarters. I'm being very inspired by the Apple headquarters right now, and there's a lava pool over here, so we should build our house somewhere close to this lava pool, maybe. Dude, cracked. What did I say? I could have gone in any direction, and I went with the one with the village in it. But listen, okay? I think that we should make like a biodome. Dude, no. Dude, crazy idea, okay? You ready? This isn't even an original idea, though. But make a building that looks like the Apple headquarters. And then in the middle, you can have like all your farms and stuff. But that's not even an original idea. It's stupid. I don't care. Every idea is stolen. Everything's stolen. Nothing's original. So, where do I want it at? Middle of the jungle would be sick. Hear me out. Big ass house. Big ass circle. In the middle of the circle is the village. And an outpost over there too. Isn't that sick? Isn't that a sick idea? Okay, so first off, what I need to do is I just need to start building like a wall around the village first. And then we can kind of figure out how we're gonna like circle it. And we can make an iron farm too. Floor 2 is like the world's biggest iron farm. Wouldn't that be sick? Like put like 7 of them in there. Because straight up, like that's the thing too, is like the village is only the bottom. And then we could have like a basement. We could have like a basement where like the villager farm is. That sounds like slavery. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe cut the basement with the villagers in it. We're gonna get to work on the Apple Store. Apple HQ, not the Apple Store. Sorry. Yeah, here's what I'll do. You see, all this land here is for the taking. All we have to do is fill in the ocean. And we can actually start on that tiny little island out there. This is genius. This might be an unpopular opinion. And everybody hates those, right? Nobody wants to hear an unpopular opinion, but I think you should be able to, like, skip some of the furnace smelting when you sleep. Because it's not like you can just sleep forever. You know what I mean? Like, I think Minecraft could really benefit from, like, some efficiency things. But here's the thing, though, too, right? At what point are they going to put out, like, either a paid update or Minecraft 2? Nobody doesn't have Minecraft. And so, on Microsoft's end, realistically, like... Well, I guess they do sell, like, a lot of merchandise. And, like... They do have the spin-off games, which have been flopping lately. You know, Dungeons did fine, but, like, Legends or whatever, that was garbage. Nobody played that. I don't know anybody who played that. I'm just saying, like, they're pumping money and, like, resources into a dead game. And I think that's also part of why... Not a dead game, but, like, a game that's, like, pretty much squeezed dry. And I wonder if that's why, like, the updates are so bad. It's like, they add nothing every year, and it's because, like, they can't... I mean, they could pay the people, but, like, in their eyes, it's not worth it. Because, like, you're not making a lot of money off Minecraft anymore. Like, they could just never update the game again and probably sell merchandise forever. But I think them, like, pushing the store so much is just another example of them, like, of Minecraft just not being a profitable game anymore. That's also why they're trying to kill Java. It doesn't make sense to keep Java going on because at this point, it's practically free. Everybody has it. You don't buy skins on it. You don't buy mods on it. You don't buy maps. When they first released the store, it's like, oh my god, this is so lame. This is so cringe. This is so bullshit, right? Like, Microsoft really can't. They can't afford to not push the store anymore. I mean, they can afford to, but, you know, like I said, like, you know, they're a company. And a company's goal is to profit. And Minecraft isn't doing that. And so, of course, they're going to sell microtransactions. And it's not like the store is, like, new. You know what I mean? Like, even before the Microsoft acquisition, they were selling skin packs on fucking Xbox. I don't think the store's good. I don't think that the skin system in, like, the 360 edition was good either. But, you know, it's not like what they're doing is that different. I think that the absolute worst thing that Microsoft did was get everybody on the same platform, was to get everybody on the same game. If you kept the game separate, you gain a lot more. What they do right now, it's tough because they wouldn't have the store if they kept the game separate. But at the same time, like, you keep the game separate and now you can have bigger updates and just make the game a little bit more exciting rather than what they actually did, which is to get all the games on the same update and now there's just nothing to put in. At least before, like, the parody stuff was exciting, right? I used to be hyped. Pocket Edition finally gets, like, a nether type thing. And it was the nether reactor, and I was hyped. I was excited to finally get the nether items. Even though at the time it was just quartz. When Microsoft released Bedrock for mobile, mobile didn't even have the end yet. Like, that's how big the parody jump was. Like, do you realize how many updates they missed? Like, it's insane. In my opinion, they should have just kept pushing, like, parody. Alright, guys, we finally added Enderman. Like, at this thing that came out, like, 7 years before. The move to Bedrock. When was the end update? I feel like the end update was before the switch to Bedrock. Over a year after the Bedrock, after the End City update, after 1.9. And so they didn't get the Ender Dragon until a year after the End City update came out. They could finally fight the Ender Dragon. They could finally like play with the End shit. But think about like again, like, you know, I get that you're kind of scamming your user base, but you're Microsoft and you've never had a problem with that before. Think about how much parity you missed out on. At that time, you add the End a year after the End City came out. And then you have like another year, and then you add Elytra. Because obviously it did sell a lot of units, I'm sure. Pocket Edition probably went through the fucking roof when they added the End and shit. Not to mention, like, the ability to, like, cross-save your shit. You know, Microsoft's not stupid, so I'm not saying that, like, oh, you guys should have done this, because I don't know. You know, that's just how I feel. Is that they probably should have waited. That feels like a smarter business decision, because now everybody's mad. You know, it's kind of like with console edition. Like, you have so many, like, little kids. And so, like, when I was a kid, and I was playing on Xbox, and we had, like, the title updates. Like, we didn't even have, like, the 1 point whatever. Ours were title updates. It would be, like, title update 27. You would get TU 27. And IBX Toy Cat would make a video describing everything new that's coming in TU 27 or whatever. And I would be excited for those. You know, even though it was, like 5-year-old content. Not 5-year-old. It was, like, 2-year-old content. Because it was new to me. Yeah, it was just way easier to be excited even if it was for old content. Versus now, what is there to get excited about? Caves and Cliffs was really good. The Deep Dark ended up just being fine. We need another game-changing item. Like, the Elytra was the last game-changing thing. Well, that and Shulkers, which were both in the same update. Go for a good desert update. Desert update would be sick. Right now, the two ones, like, I know that people really want, like, what is it, the Swamp update that people are talking about right now? The Swamp update would be cool, but they added, like, they've been slowly adding stuff to the Swamp for, like, 5 years now. Like, they added mangroves, and then they added frogs and stuff. The two, like, most neglected, biomes right now are desert and jungle. Those two need a revamp the most. I think that the trial things that they're adding, like, realistically, I don't like how they're doing it. Spread them out. And I think that's, like, the weird thing, too, is that, like, you know, Microsoft, they were good at it for a while, too, and that's what's kind of weird about it. Instead of, like, some weird, like, deep down kind of thing. They should be, and if you want to do that, you can do that, too. I'm okay with that. There should be, like, surface level temples that do have that stuff as well. You know what I mean? Spread it out and make them each different, but, like, slightly different. Like, it's the same thing. It's just, it's got a different shell around it. You know, I feel like they're trying to make Minecraft, like, realistic almost. You know what I mean? Like, they're turning it into, like, Animal Crossing rather than, like, you know, when I was a kid, you could build this really cool shit, but it was more so about, like, go fight the Ender Dragon, you know what I mean? But you could still build a bunch of cool stuff, and I think that the limited blocks helped with, like, creativity. Like, I was more interested in builds because of the limited block selection. Now you have, like, a billion blocks to pick from, so it doesn't matter. One thing that I think would be cool is if they added, like, the actual, like, fun, like, fantasy, like, type shit back. Make, like, just more places where villagers can spawn. Why do end cities have to be abandoned? You know what I mean? Why can't you find a populated end city? Underground, you just made a big-ass cave update. Like, a cave, like, civilization, where they were, like, villagers, but, like, slightly off or something like that. Like, you can trade with them, you can do whatever. And they're just, like, kind of different and, like, exclusive trades to them. You know what I mean? Like, that would be sick if, like, you know, right now you can only buy diamond gear from villagers. Why not just add a villager a villager like species underground, and one of their exclusive trades could be god villagers. Yeah, like something like that. Like just something interesting where like I can go down there and that's where I can buy ores. Like I still am mining, obviously, you know what I mean? Have them spawn in like the deep slate area or something, so that you actually have to be like mining in order to find them. That way it doesn't like negate the cave update. Same thing with end people. Like it would be sick to have an end villager type. I can go and find these guys and they'll sell me the phantom membranes. So you can insta break Skulk and it'll drop XP. And so Skulk spreads based on how much XP it drops, or based on how much XP like it gets. Like enemies die, mobs die on it, and then it like ups its thing or whatever, right? And like you can build an Enderman farm where they drop on Skulk, and then you have pistons push it back and forth, so that it like keeps on spawning with like a cobble generator, so that the cobblestone pushes over, it turns into Skulk, and then you can sit there and insta break it and get like a crazy amount of XP off it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm just working on. Dude, you're trolling. You're trolling. You're for real. You're this is a joke. What the fuck?